Welcome again to the regular meeting of the Lakeport City Council for Tuesday, October 3rd. Roll call.
Councilmember Barnes.
Present.
Councilmember Parnett.
Here.
Councilmember Spur.
Present.
Councilmember Turner.
Present.
And Mayor Martino.
Here. Pledge of Allegiance. Chief, will you start us out today?
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, acceptance of the agenda. Do we have any urgency items? None tonight? I'll take a motion.
Madam Mayor, I move to accept the agenda as posted.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On our consent agenda tonight, we have waived the reading except by title of any ordinance, approve the minutes of the City Council regular meeting of September 19th, approve the warrant register of September 25th, adopt the resolution accepting construction of the Geiselman Street Overlay Project by Team Galati, Inc., and authorize the filing of the notice of completion, adopt a resolution reorganizing the makeup of the Lakeport Economic Advisory Committee, and authorize staff to close portions of North High Street and Lakeshore Boulevard at Sayre Street, conduct traffic controls at other intersections along the route between the 1800 block of North High Street and the LUSD campuses on Lang Street on October 4th. Does anyone want to discuss any of those? Anyone from the public? No, we'll take a motion.
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, public presentations. This time we'll take any citizen input on anything not on the agenda. Anyone here? Do you have any? Nothing? All right, and then next we have a proclamation designating the month of October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We have some members here of the Lake Family Resource Center. Do we have Jennifer Dodd here? Yes. There you are. And Kim Layton. Come on up, ladies. All right. We have a proclamation of the City Council of the City of Lakeport designating the month of October 2017 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Lake County. Whereas domestic violence impacts women, children, and men of all racial, cultural, and economic backgrounds. And whereas emotional and physical scars resulting from domestic violence are often severe and long-lasting. And whereas in the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017, Lake County law enforcement responded to over 371 incidents of domestic violence, including men, women, and children. In the past 12 months, the Victim Witness Division of the District Attorney's Office has served 224 victims of domestic violence. And the District Attorney's Office has prosecuted 118 felonies and 106 misdemeanor acts of domestic violence. Lake Family Resource Center responded to 372 crisis line calls, served victims, and additionally sheltered 166 domestic violence victims and their children for a total of 5,335 bed nights. And whereas it is crucially important to hold perpetrators responsible for assault and to prevent domestic violence at every opportunity, and whereas family violence is a community problem, stopping the cycle requires not only the strength and courage of survivors, but also the support and involvement of all members of the community. And whereas many organizations such as the District Attorney's Office, Sheriff's Office, Lakeport Police Department, Clear Lake Police Department, and Lake Family Resource Center are committed to ending domestic violence in Lake County and provide essential crisis intervention and prevention services to all members of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Lakeport does hereby proclaim October 2017 Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Really wonderful.
Thank you.
Proclamation.
Can you stand for a picture?
Sure.
I need a picture.
I was going to say, you should be standing with us,
That's what
Brad.
I think.
Stand with
Come on
her. I'll
up.
take a
Yep.
picture, Brad.
And then I want you to say something too.
Please. So it means he has to buy you guys ice cream, right?
Of course. Slides are terrible.
Yeah, it's okay. The picture's not going to happen
There's
right
lights
now.
above. Lights.
Can everybody hear me? So I want to thank Lakeport City Council for the proclamation, even just for the time it takes to read the proclamation out loud. But that's a lot of numbers, and the numbers are actually worse, right? Those are the declared and the people who actually leave their homes and the people who are actually filing that police report and getting prosecuted, right? The numbers are worse. So what you have, what I've handed out to you, one is purple is the color for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Please wear it proudly. Some of us are wearing it as a hair color. We're doing a Dying to End Domestic Violence hair color fundraiser, but it's more awareness raising. But the card that I've handed out to you, that's our toll-free number for the community crisis line. Domestic violence, sexual assault, reaches the Rape Crisis Center, reaches domestic violence advocates. It also works as a suicide prevention hotline. It rings to Lake Family Resource Center, so we can answer all sorts of questions on almost anything as well. But this card, the reason each of you have it, is I guarantee you someone you know needs it. It doesn't say what it is on it, because if they have a perpetrator in their life and there is a card and it says Domestic Violence Resource Center, that's going to be a trigger that could put that person at risk. You all are connected to someone, probably love someone who, whether it's physical violence, emotional violence, financial violence, spiritual violence, they're stuck in a cycle of power and control. So someone you know, and in this county, people have died due to domestic violence. Please don't be silent. Share this card with them, help get them support. And acknowledge that it takes 7 times before they will actually leave. And that leaving is when they're at the most dangerous point. Our advocates are trained in safety planning and are amazing with that. Even how we talk to them on the phone. Are you safe to be able to have this phone call right now? Is there some place that you need to be? Can I call you back at this number? That's the level of training that we have and support. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jennifer. I feel like those numbers just get worse. They're so bad. All right, we have a new employee introduction. Chief?
Yes, Casey, can you come up? So Mayor and council members, staff, and members of the public, I'm proud tonight to be able to introduce Casey DeVault. He's our newest Lakeport police officer. We hired him yesterday. He was sworn in yesterday. I'm proud of the fact that Casey is a lifelong Lakeport resident. He was born and raised here. Did all of his schooling here. Once he got out of school, he left, enlisted in the United States Army for 6 years, and served 2 deployments overseas for a year each, one in Iraq and one in Egypt. And when he got released from the military, he came back and went to the Santa Rosa Junior College Police Academy, where he graduated earlier this year, tested for us, and ended up being one of our top candidates and got the job. So I'm pleased to introduce him to the council and the community. So, thank you.
Okay, council business, Public Works Director, SB1 project list. Doug?
Madam Mayor, Council, before you is request for adoption of a budget amendment and a resolution for the SB1 funds that we're going to be receiving from the state. This is a requirement to be eligible for these funds, and so that's why we're bringing it before you, so that we can meet the requirements and get this submitted by October 16th is the date that we have to have this submitted to the state. If you have any questions, I'd be more than glad to answer them.
Any questions from council? Anyone from the public? Okay, if not, keep this moving right along. We'll take a motion.
Madam Mayor, I move to adopt the proposed resolution approving the City of Lakeport SB1 project list for fiscal year 2017-18 and amend the City of Lakeport budget to account for anticipated RMRA funds in the amount of $26,923.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Council communications. David?
I have nothing to report.
Margaret? Kevin?
You're hearing plenty from me this evening.
Doug?
Nothing to report.
Chief?
Yeah, just a reminder, we've got the walk to school. By the way, thank you for approving our needed road closures. That'll be happening in the morning, starting at 7:45. And we also have our copy of the cop from 9 to 11. And then I also want to mention that the memorial service for retired Clear Lake Police Chief Bob Chalk will be happening in our city on this Friday at 1:30, and we are going to assist the Clear Lake Police Department with some short traffic controls for a procession to take Chief Chalk and his family to the Kelseyville Cemetery. So that's going to happen probably around 2:30 on Friday afternoon. Thank you.
Okay. Kelly?
No report.
Councilmember Spur?
No report.
Councilmember Parlet?
As an active member of the Abandoned Vehicle Abatement Committee, I'm happy to announce that on October 20th and 21st, the City of Clear Lake, the City of Lakeport, the CHP, and the County of Lake are hosting a Vehicle Amnesty Day from 9 to 3 on Saturday and Sunday, the 20th and the 21st, where you'll be able to take in vehicles almost in any condition. You get them towed there, brought there, you can get rid of them if they're stacking up in your yard. And motor homes and all kinds of crazy other stuff can be taken to Jones Automotive. But if you really want to know exactly what's going on, call people over there at Abatement at, what is that again? Code Enforcement. And I don't have the phone number with me, but make sure you get all the details straight. But it's going to be a great day. I think already the Abandoned Vehicle Abatement Committee has taken out about 400 or 500 cars since the program restarted up, and I think Lakeport has done about 6 or 7. So we don't have the problem that they do everywhere else, thank goodness, but we're getting a lot done, and this is a good opportunity if you know anybody. And you can bring in motors without oil, motor parts, any batteries and things like that. You just can't bring in tires and garbage, so.
But you could bring a car in and there's no charge.
Right, and you can get a one-day permit from the DMV to drive your unregistered vehicle to Kelseyville Auto Salvage, just south of Kids Corner. So it's going to be a great opportunity. We're hoping there's going to be a great turnout, and a lot of cars are going to be removed before they get dumped
That's a
on the
major
roadside.
bargain.
Yes.
How about an RV?
Yes, RVs can go to Jones Automotive during that same time. RVs and I think boats on trailers and things like that. But if you have any questions, call Code Enforcement.
That would be 263-2382.
263-2382.
It is like.
And you will hear my voice on a commercial on that. Also, the annual Lakeport Rotary Club Canocti Challenge is this Saturday, as is my 30-year-old son's wedding the exact same day, and as is the Oktoberfest is the same day, and I think sponsoring Survivorship is having a walk run. So it's going to be a very busy weekend, and as Tim, Councilmember Barnes and I were discussing, people are saying there's not much to do in Lakeport. They have no clue how wrong they are. And there's also the producers, which is going live and well, to play over at the Sober Reef. So I've said enough.
Wow, how will we do it all? Mayor Pro Tem?
No, I tag teamed on Councilmember Parlett. I have nothing
You're good.
further to report.
Councilmember Barnes?
Kenny stole all of my
He did. He stole
promotion, so everything Kenny said, yes.
Okay, so we will wrap this up. Meeting adjourned.